Bruh, you trying to build something? If you need somebody to believe in you, you better get you a motherfucking Pisces on the team. They are the sign of I believe. And I just like, sometimes I'm just blown away by how real astrology is. I hate to be that girl. But I just had like one of the best like brainstorming sessions of my life in regards to my career with my gay husband, as I call him. That's a Pisces. And Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. You trying to build something, you need to get somebody, like you trying to really take it there, you need somebody with Pisces, Virgo, and I'll say Leo placements. Like the dreamer, the organizer, and like the heart, the soul, the ambition, the drive, the fame, the aspiration of fame, that Leo energy, that aspiration of getting to the next level. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this new moon in Pisces that we're having. And this is a very important new moon because this is the last new moon in our lifetime that we will have with Neptune in Pisces. And I mean, unless like Elon Musk actually really goes Lex Luthor and like makes like cures mortality, like makes actual immortality a thing. Anyway, let's not and say we did. Someone write the fan fiction for that. But let's not make that a reality. But hydrate, light it if you need it. It is Pisces. That conversation was so like the prerequisite for this reading. So I got my notes, I got everything all planned out and whatnot, but there's something so powerful because the conversation was like, it started at Delulu level and then it broke, and then we got to break it down into parts of how to make it a reality, that Pisces Virgo axis. It starts with the dream. It starts with the vision, Neptune. It starts with the dream, Neptune. And then it requires a belief, Pisces. It requires Delulu Neptunian level vision and faith. And there's that Pisces Jupiter, that co-ruler, that traditional ruler. It takes Delulu level like faith to dream that big. Cause y'all know how I'll be like joking like dream bigger bitch, you know, like the fucking video, the crackhead. That shit's real. Like you got it's not even just about dreaming bigger. It's like we can't forget to drop into the Piscean axis, which the opposite of it is Virgo. I analyze, and Virgo is work and service and like how to make this thing a reality. So that's why the axis, like the partnership in the axis, is so important. And it's so interesting that it's like it's oppositional. To make the shit happen, it requires oppositional energy. You need the Delulu and you need the fucking practicality of Virgo. You need the three, you know, the like 5D dream and the like, wouldn't it be crazy if this happened, Piscean side of things. And then the Virgo, it's like, okay, well then let's break this down in parts and let's make this a thing. I'm a Vedic Virgo rising, so, but a Western Libra rising. And so I think between the two of us, his Pisces sun and my Vedic Virgo rising, which we all know Western is based off of Vedic. If you didn't know, Western astrology is based off of Vedic astrology. It was colonized. Um, so their shit is probably truer, is what I'm kind of like hinting to or alluding to. Um, it's funny because I always do for new moons, or I have done for a very long time, the dark side of the new moon. And I feel like I'm doing that without even speaking to this. Like, there's something, yes, this is the new moon in Pisces. And yes, new moons are when we plant seeds and set intentions and start new things, like initiate new shit. But the Piscean, you know, I'm a realist. It's just like we can't have one without the other. Just like the Aries Libra axis, there is no we without a me. There is no healthy we without a healthy me. There is no healthy interdependence, Libra, without healthy independence, Aries. So there's something about, yes, this is the time to, I mean, we're going to have the full moon in Virgo. It's a full moon lunar eclipse. That shit's about to get us right, to get us all the way together. I am so excited. I feel like we, like our sins get washed clean by a fucking Virgo. It's, and it'll always be one there. Like, most hardworking sacrificial lamb. That's another story for another day, another discussion for another day. But let's dive in. I'm already, what? I've only been talking for 7 minutes. Okay. We're here. We're doing this. Hydrate. I'm really tempted to get the Pinjami now. This new moon, like I said, it's about planting seeds and starting new shit. The seeds that we plant in the new moon germinate during the full moon. And something requires your belief. Something requires your faith. And in order to, I feel like, do it, you have to stop. Ooh, this is a read. Y'all felt it hit. Y'all saw it hit. Some of us, because I'm gonna include all, we're in this together. Some of us are waiting on God to do some shit that we're supposed to do ourselves. Some of us are waiting on the universe, on the divine, on these things to manifest and to just, and what we're really saying when we're nowadays, like the bastardized version, I feel like we're saying manifest, but what we're really saying is materialized. We want some shit to materialize out of fucking 3D, out of nowhere. I'm not out of 3D, out of thin air is what I meant to say. And that's problematic. A lot of us are in a position, it's just like we keep asking God for something. God's like the universe, source, spirit, whatever name you give them. And they're like, bruh, I've set you the fuck up. I've given you all of the things that you need. Like, this one's on you, hon. This one's on you. You keep asking me to, and that's the whole point of why you're here. I'm trying to teach you the lesson on how to like, I'm in you, the divine. We are fractals of the divine. The divine is fractals of us. You are a fractal of the universe. It is a fractal of you. And I mean, to get really, really weird and Piscean with it, I am you, and you are my neighbor, and my neighbor is me. And I am, my past, my ex boyfriends, I'm my ex girlfriends, I'm my future boyfriends, future girlfriends, whatever, like, and in this moment, I needed, or and let's say for you, in this moment, you needed some version of you that's so completely different to deliver you a message so that you can trust this, so that you would actually trust it, but you already know it in yourself. So that's where we can get really, really weird with it. But a lot of us are relying on the divine to do things for us that we are fully equipped to do for ourselves. And that's the whole point, is us doing it for ourselves. And it just does require a dream, though. It does require the Neptunian access. And that's why this new moon is so important. This new moon is so important because we're supposed to dream bigger, bitch. All right. So, there's the reality and the illusion, the service components, the compassion, the sacrifice components that's coming up with this. Because to dream that big probably means that Piscean sacrifice of like leaving something else, which is why you can't do it unless it's a fucking in your soul, in your bones thing. And if you don't know what that thing is, it's time to get quiet. It's time to get still. It's time to get receptive. I'm talking to myself too. If you don't feel like I am doing my soul's work, I think, me personally, maybe it's just the Aries in me, I think that's problematic. Sorry. Not sorry, sorry. If you are still, and some of you already are operating like, this feels like what I'm here to do, like, even if it's like a tech job, but you're like, I'm doing something, this is meaningful to me. Fuck yeah. I'm not saying that everybody needs to be a fucking astrologist or a reader or a fucking life coach. I'm just saying, there's like something about making sure you're really, really connected, that your soul is really connected, that you feel excited, about what it is that you're building and what it is you're creating, and that you find ways to stay passionate and connected to it, and to restore yourself. Um, but yeah, I just feel like it starts to go, ultimately it all goes back and like, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can have it? Do you feel worthy of it? And if there's hesitation there, why? And what's the root of that hesitation? All right. This new moon happens on February 27th. Thank you, Mike. February 27th at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:45 p.m. Mountain Time, 4:45 p.m. Pacific. And it's happening at 9 degrees Pisces. And you know I gotta hit you with the handy motherfucking dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And I'm going in blind with y'all. I should actually literally put my glasses on. All right, 9 degrees. Luckily, it's short. So Elias Lonsdale's description of the 9th degree of Pisces is dusk, a vampire awakens. Okay, calm down, Elias. Oh my God. I really want to go see Nosferatu again. Okay. This is where the new moon is happening. And the first word is darkness. Because, okay, side note, new moons, we use the like metaphor of planting a seed. And planting, I think that's what needs to be broken down for some of you. Like, do you understand what planting a seed means? You know, like, are you like financially investing in the thing that you're trying to build? Are you energetically, are you soul investing? Are you advertising? Like, what does the seed, whatever the seed is, the thing that you're like trying to, whatever that is, there could just be something about reevaluating, what does planting a seed actually look like to me? Am I really doing that? Okay. And understanding, that's where I was going. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing me back. And understanding that the proverbial seed, just like a real seed, does not crack open and start to germinate until there's complete darkness. A seed needs to be covered completely in dirt, in darkness, in order to break out and become a sprout, right? And so that is metaphorically happening to a lot of us. Like, you planted a very specific seed. Don't you know that darkness is required in order for it to grow? And then we're out here demonizing darkness, out here mad about this, when this is the prerequisite for the growth. This is the prerequisite for the rebirth. We all want the rebirth, but we got to have the death. For some of us, the fucking annihilation before there's rebirth. Okay, so I just need to put that out there. Dusk, a vampire awakens. Darkness calls to those who have been surfeited, surfeited. I don't know that word. Surfeited. Well, damn. Now I don't have my computer on here. Darkness calls to those who have been surfeited with too much compromise and too unbearable a load of suffering. There are regions of the dark to live out parts of self or all of self for a time. And inside the darkness, an immense power of what is here in the earth and still raging can be felt and harnessed. You are imaginatively and inwardly pulled towards the great extremes, not able to go in any usual way, but you ultimately fathom the mysteries and the depths by exploring all that is there and finding in the end that all is sacred, all is beautiful, and all is integral to the fiber of existence. I will say it again. This is a part of the all. But you ultimately fathom the mysteries and the depths. You do get to grasp the concept, is what he's saying. You ultimately fathom the mysteries and the depths by exploring all that is there and finding in the end that all is sacred. All is beautiful. And all is integral to the fiber of existence. I'm talking to myself too. I'm not just trying to be. I hope like you get this. Like I'm receiving this alongside with you, right? So like sometimes like excuse the delivery, but like this is how I talk to myself in my head too. Like I'd be like condescending and like an asshole to myself. Um in tone more so than in like sentence or like words. Anyway, this is how I talk. It's just like anyway. Darkness calls to those who have been surfeited with too much compromise and too unbearable a load of suffering. This speaks to what's happening governmentally as well. And I think that's another big thing. Because the thing is there's the sun, the moon, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node are all going to be there. I am 21 minutes in and I haven't pulled a single fucking card. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But this seems very, very necessary. And maybe I don't need to pull cards. That's very Piscean as well. Maybe we don't need to go there. Maybe this is the message. Anyway, darkness calls to those who have been surfeited, or maybe that feels, it sounds like synonymous with cheated, is what I'm saying, who have been like cheated or wronged with too much compromise and too unbearable a load of suffering. There are regions of the dark to live out parts. There are regions of the dark to live out parts of self or all of self for a time. And inside the darkness, an immense power of what is here in the earth and still raging can be felt and harnessed. And I feel like that's what's happening. Like all the stuff that's happening politically, regardless of where you fall on it, there is this like raging in the ether. There is like this raging from the earth. Like half of California is burned down. Like I'm not even going to go into it. You know, you understand. And I just feel like that's a part of this new moon. It's like it's not even just a new moon, it's also like a new earth is how this feels like. But we got to have the ending of the old one before a new one can emerge, you know? All right. All I'll leave it at that. All is sacred, all is beautiful, and all is integral to the fiber of existence. I wish I had a highlighter. I would highlight that. All right. I'm going to try to keep it short. We're only like at 23. Okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can. So, and I was going to pull from the Fountain Tarot, but I don't feel, I wanted to use the Fountain Tarot and the Luna edition of the ethereal visions. But I don't know. I need to just use home. The Rider-Waite-Smith. All right, what do we need to know? What's coming up? Ooh, look at me. Thank you. Welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this new moon in Pisces happening on February 27th, 2025. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know? Virgo. It's like, yes, this is the new moon in Pisces, but we can't forget the other side of the axis. This is a new phase in our spiritual journeys, everyone watching this. And it may require some version of your own particular version of Into the Wild. But this is about like breaking away from materialism, breaking away from uh, like capitalism, breaking away, like anti-conformist. There's just this anti-materialistic thing, that flair that comes with uh, true Virgo. Well, that comes with the Hermit specifically. The Hermit just wants to be by his fucking self and go talk to the divine. The star that's in the Hermit's lantern is indicative of the star card, which is Aquarius energy. And Aquarius is the sign of I know. Aquarius is hope and wishes and friends in higher places. And it's just like, I got to go access the divine, the celestial. I have to access that higher knowing, Aquarian shit. And I have to do it alone. So those of you that are feeling lonely or feeling isolated or are intentionally in this place of solitude, the fruit of your labor is coming in. It's not, it ain't all for naught. There's very specific ending of a cycle in the realm of your subconscious mind. Like, some of us have done the work to really, really alter our psychocybernetic settings. We've done the work, we've analyzed deeply, and we have really changed our beliefs, and our actions are reflecting that. Our choices are reflecting that. And some people are fucking terrified to be alone, terrified of doing the inner work, terrified of getting to know their inner lives, terrified to create an inner life or an inner world, um, terrified to get to know their parts. Don't let yourself be one of those people, because then you have to work it out by way of someone else, and it's just icky, and then that's like breakup and divorce and breakup and divorce. Ooh. Ten of Pentacles came out on its side. I do feel like there is something about turning away from like chasing material wealth, and let's be chasing material wealth for just the sake of material wealth. There's something about like the real material wealth, I feel like, is coming to the people who are like doing it for a very specific like mission, or like something that they received, something that, like, it can't be about money. It's got to be about like your contribution. It's got to be about like your particular brand of service that you're providing. It's got to be like for the betterment of the family, for the betterment of the community, of the neighborhood, of the whole of the species. I just feel like if you're caught up in the I just want to do this for money thing, or I think this is going to make me a lot of money, and you haven't done the inner reflection soul work, I think that it could really turn into oppositional energy for you quickly. And if you're surrounded, or if you hang out with people that are like that, and that's not really like how you are, I just be careful, you know, as far as like how much you expose yourself to those kinds of people. I do feel like there is, now I'll read the reversal of this. I'll speak to the reversal of it, which there is a new cycle in the realm of your self-worth in regards to your body, in regards to maybe a family member, or a family in general. There's some sort of like new beginning that is trying to come in, that is like being blocked because some of us won't do the soul work, or the quiet work, or the interpersonal work. It's like there are these new cycles that are trying to come in that can't, if you don't improve the quality of your alone time, if you don't really do that soul seeking, And that's even me. I work, granted, my work is talking to God, but it's just like I'm doing it for so many other people. I even myself need more time in prayer and meditation, need more time in silence and stillness. So it like no one, like goes unscathed here. What seeds? All right, actually, what one more for what we need to know. What else do you have to say? The Magician and the Ten of Swords. It's funny, this is Mercury. Mercury is a planet of the mind when it comes to anything like esoteric. Um, well, I won't just say that's too broad. I'll say when it comes to the Hermetic principles, all is mental is the first one. And that's been coming up a lot today. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. That lyric from Frank Ocean. Um, mind over your pain, over the things that you think matter. There's like you have everything that you need. You've been prepared. This is being transmuted into magic because this is a part of that all. This the uncomfortability, the pain, the outrage, the sorrow. It's all sacred and it's all beautiful. It's all a part of what is required to get you where you're supposed to be going. But we can't just, the dream stays a dream until action is taken. What's the point of having magic if you don't do anything about it, or if you don't develop the skill or the talent? What's the point? And magic, like what's the point of doing anything if you don't really dive into it? Okay. What seeds, because it's a new moon, what seeds do we need to plant? This is a general reading, so this is going to be different for everybody. Eat the meat, leave the bones. What seeds do we need to be planting? Proverbial seeds do we need to be planting? The Seven of Wands with the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Standing up for what's right, standing up for yourself, I feel like planting seeds for a lot of us may look like what is gaining higher ground and how do you sustain that? How do you show up and set effective boundaries? What do you need to stand up for? I just talked to another bestie of mine. It was just like, if you got what was it? If you have a weak ass yes, you'll have a weak ass no, or something like that. Like there's something there around, like, under the umbrella of, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. And there's just something, this also just feels like belief. I believe in something enough to defend it, to protect it, to stand up for it. And I feel like this is about like defending your right to dream, defending your right to be logical about your dreams, to drop them down into that King of Swords mindset of the analytical side of aspects of Pisces and Virgo. So maybe this is planting seeds about things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to protect, planting seeds of the things that you specifically need to change in the realm of the mind or who you hang out with. planting seeds of protecting this connection that you have with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, or defending it, standing up for it, standing up for what's right, standing up for the truth, standing up for your truth. What do you believe in? Those are the seeds that need to be planted. As far as our intentions, what intentions need to be set? Six of Pentacles. I feel like prioritizing harmony. I intend to have a harmonious life. I intend to have a regulated nervous system. I intend to experience reciprocity and mutuality in my life. And because you intend to do that, that's going to require shifts in your behavior and in your boundaries and how you talk to people and what you say to people and the tone that you use. Setting your intentions to earn your stripes, to put in the work, to lay the groundwork, to do the grassroots shit, to like make or scale things and take things to the next level. Funny I said scale, there's an actual scale there. Making sure stuff is fair, balanced. I also feel like making sure that you set an intention. Like, I intend to not breadcrumb other people or to give half of my heart or half pieces of me, and nor do I intend to receive breadcrumbs or allow myself to receive things that are beneath my standards, aka your psycho-cybernetic settings. What do we need to believe for? That feels like an unnecessary question because that's going to be different for everybody, but that you can actually get free from the past. I'm telling you, this is that full moon total lunar eclipse in Virgo that's coming up. I do feel like, lunar eclipses really generate like emotional relief, or can really like wipe away some. All right, I'll deal with that when we get there. But especially if there is some drama or pain caused to you by somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. Damn, the air signs are getting, we're on a fucking mutable axis. Why earth water axis? Why air signs and the fire getting called out so much? But I feel like it's like, believe that you can boldly look at the pain and the disappointment and the heartbreak, look at your indecision, call yourself out, being able to like look at your own shady behaviors, your own red flags, that you can, the things you tolerated, the things that you stayed in, the shitty situations you kept yourself in, like, you can really let shit go. You need to believe that you can really let shit go, that you can heal from wounds that you've carried around for maybe weeks, months, or maybe even years. But you do need to believe that you can have relief from the mental conflict, from the obsessive thoughts or intrusive thoughts, or flashbacks, or shitty memories. You can have relief, and it's time to get to that relief, you have to be bold and daring and adventurous and fucking go for it. What do we need to pour our faith into? The Eight of Wands. This feels like pouring your faith into trusting divine timing. For some of us, pouring our faith in our ability to move faster, to go for it, to shoot our shot. Pouring our faith into understanding we can handle any kind of opposition. We are prepared. We know what to do. You have the tools that you need. And we need to pour our faith into understanding, like, not only that do we need to understand divine timing, but like the pace is about to pick up, and it's like the universe got you. Things are going to start moving really, really quickly, especially come, I want to say, April through August, when Mars goes into Leo. Our relationship to control is really going to happen. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are just are like, I set this in motion. I did this. We made this happen. Dope. All right. Any other final messages? All right. I kept it under an hour. The lovers. Lots of good conversations coming. Lots of good connections coming. Six of Wands. Do what you love and you will experience recognition and reward. For some of us, public recognition and reward. I also heard talk to me nice. So that could be, in the lovers is Gemini. Gemini is, I think, Gemini is also communication, and Mercury is communication. And so there could just be something about getting better about situational awareness around who you're talking to and how you're talking to them. Like, it's very kind of Gemini Libra thing. Like, you need to know how to talk to the child, how to talk to the teenager, how to talk to the janitor, how to talk to the CEO, how to talk to the president, how to talk to your lawyer, how to talk to your lover, how to there's something there around. And that may sound exhaustive, like, oh, I just want to be my whole self the whole time. And it's just like, that's not how that works, though. Coming from an Aries. I want to, like, I enjoy being provocative with my speech and playing devil's advocate. But there's, thank God for the Libra rising that understands there's a time and place for that shit. And some of us, this could be about like developing social cues more, or developing a deeper understanding around social cues, reading social cues, reading people, understanding psychology and human behavior a bit more. What else do you need to say? And in the ways that you've been wronged, the divine is conspiring to make things right. Don't be afraid to end things. Don't be afraid to let go of things. Don't be afraid to trust what the divine is doing, even if it looks like an ending. It's always just a beginning. Stop putting shit off. Stop keeping yourself in situations that you don't want to be in just for the idea and the fantasy of what it could be. Like, things are on the up and up. And thank the divine for your ability to dream bigger. But the rest is on you. Stop putting off what you know you need to put off. Do the work, and there will be progress. Saw 4411 for his foundation, and 44, I feel like, bigger foundation. Or stability in multiple areas, stability in two areas. That's okay. Stability into a new foundation is being laid in two areas of your life that's going to lead to you getting a wish or you making a wish come true? Thank you for explaining that. Anyway, I love you. You got this. Don't forget to do your part.